clothe you like gentlemen, and still you ride like the Yaqui Indians that you are.
Forgive me, Don Diego.
The dust ruins the clothes, dulls the silver.
Sí, Don Diego.
That is much baggage before people. An excellent sign of wealth.
What could we do?
There'll be other stages.
Tomorrow's deeds are for tomorrow. But first, we will finish today's deeds today.
Couple of rousies with shovels.
All right, it's safe to come out now, ladies and gentlemen.
Those heathen will suffer the wrath of God. Are you all right, my dear Mrs. Haskell?
$150 costume, absolutely ruined. I hope you're satisfied. Why I ever let you talk me into this, I shall never know. Do you realize we almost got killed?
I'm sorry, my dear.
Sorry. What good is it to be sorry after you're dead?
Did you get a good look at those bandits?
I preferred looking at the six-shooters, sir.
A Philadelphia policeman would have done both.
Well, I can remember when I've been more comfortable.
Gosh. I'm Colonel Casey Thompson, and this is my partner, Ben Travis. And we're at your service, ma'am.
Well, you may not look like Prince Charming, but you are. Thanks. And thank you, too. What'd you say your name was, sweetie? Apparently, the men in this part of the country are easily taken in.
Teresa, please. These men saved our lives.
Well, that's no reason for such a disgusting display.
Seems the lady's the only one with enough consideration to be grateful.
Lady?
Gratitude comes from the soul, not the body, young man.
Yes, and from the looks of that menagerie, perhaps another form of gratitude would be more acceptable. John, I think $100 should do.
Teresa.
Come on, Casey, we've got a schedule to keep.
I hear that bunch of Eastern meanness makes it almost impossible to be neighborly, doesn't it?
Casey, I've been around people like that so many years. Nothing bothers me.
Young man, do you ever intend to leave this spot?
Just board the stage, sir. We'll be pulling out in a minute.
John?
What?
The company, and I want to thank you for everything, sir.
You're welcome. You're headed for Northcliffe, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're about 10 miles from the junction now. I suggest when you get there to take the right fork to the relay station instead of the regular road.
But that's much longer, isn't it, sir?
Much safer, son. We've been through there before.
The regular road puts hills on both sides of you. The other road puts flat country on one side of you at least.
That's one side you don't have to worry about.
You don't think those outlaws are going to hit us again, do you?
I don't know, but it doesn't hurt to be careful.
Get this coach moving immediately, or I shall report your conduct to the company.
Son, have you ever driven a stagecoach before?
Well, yes, sir, a couple of times.
Well, you go tell that sanctimonious straight back to simmer down, and don't you move the stagecoach till we tell you to.
Yes, sir.
You know, Ben, I figured 60 miles to Northcliffe. They only got one relay station between. It's that far back to Great Falls where they came from.
That's so.
So you know as well as I do that those two bandits might still be around here.
Well, Casey, if an outlaw stopped that group, they'd pay the driver to keep going.
A smart outlaw would. Maybe smarter than you and me.
What's on your mind?
Well, I'm driving at one thing, that's a willow green boy there. And if those two outlaws jump this party again, those folks are going to be in real trouble.
Casey, if you're thinking what
I'm
I
not
think...
thinking but one thing. Go ahead. Call it.
What's the matter?
Oh, Mr. Travis told us to take the long way because,
If you don't get this coach moving instantly, it will mean your job. We have paid good money.
Mr. Thompson said for you to simmer down and for me not to move until he says so.
This stage is not part of Mr. Thompson's 10-cent circus, young man.
Oh, boy. Boy, please listen. I'll give you $20 if we can go right now.
I don't know, sir. These outlaws may still be around.
John, where are you going? John!
Excuse me. I'm John Haskell of the Haskell Stove Company, Boston. My wife didn't mean what she said. You see, she's not used to... That is, I apologize for her. Will the outlaws really come back?
I wouldn't worry about that too much, Mr. Haskell.
Well, I can't help it. You see, I'm carrying almost $2,000, and I'd be glad to. Well, that is... Please, couldn't we ride along with you?
No, I'm riding along with you.
Oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
If there's someone at the relay station to take him on, I'll catch up with you at Grand Falls.
Now, if it was me that was going, I wouldn't be so anxious to hurry back.
Ben, you really coming with us?
Yes, I am.
Don't be too unhappy about it, ma'am. I tried hard for it to be me, but I lost.
Casey?
Hmm?
So you remember what you saved?
Gosh, Naomi Champagne. Gosh, that name fits you to a T.
Well, it's the only picture I got of me that bring $1 a throw.
$1 a throw? I'll bet you I could get $5 for these any place.
Thanks, Casey. I just want you to know that I'm grateful for what you did.
Shucks, we didn't do nothing, ma'am. But just in case this gets stolen, do you have another one of these for my partner here? All right. Come on, let's get this circus to rolling, boy.
What do you think of Boston backgrounds, Miss Champagne?
According to people from Boston, they're the only kind.
Good, because I intend to move pretty fast. The road's rough. Hard on backgrounds. I double your skirts, Miss Champagne.
Oh, they have taken the other road. Someone on the stage thinks he is more clever than Don Diego. Bueno, I accept the challenge.
Thank you.
You better reconsider. We're pulling out of here as soon as the horses are hitched.
We're not moving another foot. Well, tell him, John. Don't just stand there like a blob. No doubt the horses drink from that bucket, too.
Yes, but that's all right. They've already had theirs.
I'll never forgive you for bringing me out here. Never.
But my dear,
You want to use this?
You know, the next stage doesn't come through here for 3 more days, Naomi. You gonna wait here with them?
I'd rather wait in a border town saloon.
Ready to go, Mr. Travis?
Thank you.
In that case, Well, come along, John.
You know, I hope you're not foolish enough to think that offering that cup made any difference to them.
Well, it would have made a difference to me if I didn't.
Yes, I can see that.
Look, why don't you smooth out the road a little bit, huh? They're really hurting. After all, you've been sitting on a horse for years.
All right. Just as long as you understand it's for you.
I guess you've seen the last of those outlaws, Mr. Travis.
I hope so. We still have a long way to go. From here on in, there's only one road. Keep your rifle ready.
Well, don't worry, I can handle that.
Nothing is lost to one who is clever and patient. Verdad? Sí, Don Diego.
Excellency.
This attack I will lead personally.
Welcome, amigos.
Fighter and the fly.
Buenos dias. Welcome to my...
It's champagne. My name is Don Diego Hernandez Cristobal Vegas y Montoya, a cousin 11 times removed to the great Spanish nobleman of the same name.
Sure, he'd be very proud of you.
So you are the one who thinks he's more clever than I, huh, senor? But you are not, or you will not be here. Miss Naomi Champagne. I cannot believe my great fortune.
I guess that's supposed to mean something. But you lost me.
Si, senorita. I lost you. But now I have found you again.
Look, you want our money, so why don't you take it and we'll be on our way.
Yes. Yes, sir, we'll be glad to give you our money.
Si, Rafael, take away the money. Just to please you, senor. And Pablo, take away the coach and take care of the horses.
Here, here.
What about this boy? You can't just let him lie there.
He's one of yours. You bury him.
Rafael, be gentle with your ladies.
Diego sale would be great wealth.
Don Diego wishes to see you.
Please, could we have some food?
Mr. Travis, your misplaced heroics for that woman are going to make Don Diego very angry.
You have no right to put us in any more danger.
Please, Mr. Travis, don't do anything to annoy these men. I'll make it up to you, I promise.
This wine came from a hotel in Casper. I guarantee its excellence. Full, rich, and mature. Women, I like wine. And I have always been grateful I have inherited the nobleman's appreciation of both.
Well, you didn't get me here just to tell me that.
No. A year ago, you worked in the Goguen Palace in El Paso. Oh, I do not expect you to remember me. We never met, formally. We were not allowed in the Goguen Palace. But every night, I watch you through the window with deep appreciation. And I said, that is the woman for me.
Well, you can't be right all the time.
Sit down. I have not finished. Circumstances forced me to leave El Paso, but before I left, I bought something. A man must admire a woman greatly to carry a picture for so long, huh? But I no longer need the picture. I have you.
You got a picture, mister.
I will get you a magnificent horse. Dress you in the finest clothes. You will marry me and live like a queen.
You may try to act and dress like a gentleman, but it doesn't hide what you really are. A killer and a thief. Does that answer you? I wonder if Mr. Travis would be as concerned for me.
Are you all right? Don Diego's a gentleman of royal blood, senor.
Naomi? When are we getting out of here?
Yes, please. When? He's got everything now.
Don Diego's not ready to let you go yet.
What's the matter?
Please, Ben. Not now.
He's got to release us. Well, or bring us some food. We'll starve.
Now you carry things too far, Diego. This is not the time to play the fool, Grandee.
If we were not brothers, you would pay for that. The strain of royal blood of our mother is thin, but I prefer it to the yucky blood of our father. Remember that, Raphael.
What if she does not accept? We cannot wait here much longer.
She will accept. I understand human nature. That is why I lead and you follow.
I've got it. I've got it. This outlaw wants ransom.
It takes time to arrange ransom. A lot more time than Diego cares to wait.
It's a revelation, Mr. Haskell. Of course, since obviously you are the man of wealth, Don Diego would be expecting the money from you.
If he wanted money, he wouldn't wait for you to think of it.
He's waited this long for us to realize we have no other choice.
Yes, and thinks we'll be willing to pay more.
And we won't be stingy, will we, darling? We must be very careful not to insult him. Don Diego may be a bandit, but he's obviously a person of upbringing and intelligence.
You're building up your hopes for nothing.
And what do the hopeless know of hope?
It's the only thing that keeps the hopeless alive.
But $2,000 shouldn't insult him, should it?
A handsome sum indeed. Perhaps with my vast experience with people, I should talk to Don Diego.
Thanks, Prince Charming. I mean it. Nobody ever stood up for me before the way you do.
You don't need any help.
Oh, you're wrong, Ben. Glad you're here.
I want to talk to Don Diego.
Well, I do hope Mr. Glass will be all right.
With his vast experience, I'm sure he will be.
The puffer pigeon.
He wishes to talk of money.
A wonderful thing money wants. All right. Well, senor.
Well, that is, Mr. Haskell has asked me to offer $2,000 as ransom for our release.
I cannot believe it.
Just for three of us, of course.
Oh. Obviously, Miss Champagne is not aware. You do not include her in the ransom.
My dear sir, I'm sure you'll agree that a woman like her is hardly our concern.
She is not your concern, huh? Raphael! This is funny. Raphael! Take him back to the others. And bring Miss Naomi.
Oh, now wait, please, sir. You don't understand. What am I going to tell Mr. Haskell and the others? They told me to... The $2,000.
Don Diego was right. They are a good bunch of rats.
Mr. Glass! Mr. Glass? Yeah. Are you all right, Mr. Glass?
You! Come.
Naomi, get out of the way.
Makes no difference to me that you are a woman.
Makes a difference to Diego.
Well, what happened?
He just laughed.
You fool. We didn't offer enough. I told you to be careful not to insult him.
Yes. Yes, we'll double it.
I think it would be best to wait for Don Diego to ask for it.
I have just been told by these gentlemen that they are not concerned with a woman like you. They bargained only for themselves. Perhaps you wonder why I tell you that, huh? Because you are a woman of principle. I admire that. I, too, have principle. Otherwise, a choice would not be given you. Is that not so? But also, you are a woman of sympathy, and that is a weakness. You will change your mind, I know.
I have never been too weak to handle men like you.
But it is not me you will have to handle. so sorry. I know you want to be released. But unfortunately, the ransom you offered does not suit me.
Oh, yes, we know. Poor Mr. Glass, he completely misunderstood my husband. The price was $5,000. You had a right to be offended, Don Diego.
That is just for the three of you, as before, of course.
Yes, of course.
Well, we couldn't expect you to release all of us for that.
It is so good to talk to people of understanding.
Well, we in the East are from an older and naturally more civilized culture.
Naturally.
Stop it. Can't you see he's making fools out of you?
You're the fool, Mr. Travis, for picking the wrong friend.
My wrong friend is your only hope, Mrs. Haskell. She is our ransom, isn't she, Diego? Isn't she?
Keep out of it. It's none of your business.
I'm making it my business.
I'll make up my own mind. Understand? And nothing and nobody is gonna change it.
Make up your mind quick.
Naomi, stop it. Already she has refused 3 times. They will be expecting the stage in North Cliff by now. The sheriff will wait 1 hour, maybe 2, no longer. Diego, please forget this woman.
No. She will not defeat Don Diego Montoya.
What good is your pride if he can trap us?
It is everything to me. The others are like pitbull rabbits like I have never seen. They will twist her heart.
She cares nothing for them. The one called Ben, maybe yes, but not the others. Diego, think what you are doing.
See, Rafael, you are right. Bring Juan and Pablo here. Pronto!
Believe me, sir, it has always been women who have made the greatest sacrifices.
Why, women have always shown more courage than men. Caesar's first wife committed suicide just so that he'd be free to marry Calpurnia, who would do great things for his career. Joan of Arc, Victoria. Oh, I could almost cry when I think of how Cleopatra practically sold herself to Caesar to prevent him from destroying Egypt.
Ah, the great book is filled with saintly women who unflinchingly sacrifice themselves for their fellow men, for righteousness and the absolution of sin.
Amen.
You know there isn't an ounce of self-respect in any of you. You're like ghouls, ready to throw any lamb to the slaughter to save your own worthless hide.
You have no right to say that. If I had been chosen, I would have had the faith to... Ha, ha. Can I help it if Don Diego respects my married state?
My dear, remember the rule. We are all indeed our brother's keepers. If one is asked to...
Shut up! Please, Miss Champagne, you can't. You can't let anything happen to us. Please reconsider. I'll give you $2,000. I promise you $2,000, I promise.
Why don't you use your money and buy some backbone?
Don't be angry with me. Please don't be angry with me, Mr. Travis. I admit I'm a coward and selfish and anything else you want to call me. But I offer money because, well, that's all I have. That's all anyone ever expects from me. I'm fat and ugly, and I've had to buy everything, friends, my wife. But why shouldn't I try to buy my life, too? It's not such a bad marriage for someone like you. I'm sorry. Sorry.
The last time. Are you ready to have these people sent away?
That's up to Diego, not me.
Come with me. Pronto!
Don't worry. Just watch these vultures.
Ah, Senor Ben. Sit down. Have some wine. See, I can understand it. You are a fine figure of a man. Almost as fine as me. There is no doubt you are excellent with horses, with guns, and with the ladies, huh?
Well, I've never had to force my attentions on a lady, if that's what you mean.
Oh, that is because you have pride, courage, strength, huh? And if I marry Naomi, I must chance all that. Juan!
Miss Champagne. Naomi. We are sorry for everything. We had no right to demand anything from you, for sacrifice must come from love. Only with love do the means justify the end. And you have reason to hate us.
My mother always told me never to hate anybody. She said there was good in everybody, if you looked hard enough for it, like I'm trying to look right now. I don't know if you're telling me the truth, but I'm trying to believe you. I'm trying because I want to. Because I need to. Because I'm alone and I don't know what to do.
Stand over there.
Don't forget what I told you about the posse, Diego.
If this does not bring her closer to me, then she is not worthy of my affections. Then she will go with the others. Pick him up, Pablo. Pablo, you are too careless. Look at these clothes. They are torn. Here. And here, see? And they are filthy. Clean up these fine gentlemen.
Stop it, Diego, stop it!
That is for you to do, not for me. Tie him up to the horse.
You can't do this! It's inhuman! You can't do it!
I knew I could not be wrong. You are a woman worthy of Don Diego's affections. In every battle, Miss Champagne, someone must lose.
You promised to let them go.
I will release them after darkness,
Why wait?
because the darkness will slow their travel back to North Cliff, because it will cover our trail from here. But first we'll celebrate, the two of us. We will have dinner, huh? Wine. You will think much of Diego after we learn more about each other.
I've just learned how strong you are. Congratulations. What's the matter? You think you're getting the short end of the bargain?
No, no, no. It is the dress.
What's the matter with it?
It is fine for a saloon, but not for Diego. But we can arrange something. Rafael. We will have dinner in 1 hour. Rafael will call for you.
Diego.
In 1 hour.
Don Diego has excellent taste.
Naomi, you don't have to do this.
Gave my word, Ben.
You don't have to honor your word with a man like Diego.
Diego's waiting.
Ben, don't try anything. Not yet.
Come in.
You are beautiful.
It's the dress. Rafael, wait. Diego, your promise.
Promise?
Tell Rafael now. You said you'd let the others go as soon as it was dark.
Yes, my love. Rafael, you heard.
You can trust me to take care of that, Diego.
This is a banquet.
Pablo makes the rabbit taste like chicken.
Is the silver real?
Only the best.
Now remember, not a shot must be fired or the woman will know. And when we get them into the trees, you hit this Ben hard.
See? Then the others will be helpless.
Diego said I could say goodbye to my friends.
Mr. Travis was sure they intended killing us.
He can't make Diego a hostage. Diego's dead.
I killed him.
We're coming out! Throw your guns away or Diego dies. I said throw them away. You too! All right, get over there. All right, Mr. Haskell, come out! Naomi, get mounted. Stay with Mrs. Haskell. Mr. Haskell, bring that horse over here. That man with you.
I'll skin you alive for this.
I'm sure you would. Hey, Naomi, get out of here.
We'll wait for you.
Get out of here! Over here.
No matter where my brother is imprisoned, I will get him out.
All right, Mr. Haskell. Easy now.
Diego? Diego? Mi hermano?
Right had to prevail, Mr. Travis. Deep down, I knew we
Oh,
would...
shut up, Mr. Glass.
Well, John.
I'll never be able to thank you enough.
You just have, Mr. Haskell.
John, we're waiting.
Well, then have the courtesy to wait quietly, Teresa. Well, that's a pretty good beginning for a man who's been a coward for 50 years, wouldn't you say, Ben?
Perfect, John.
Well,
Have a good trip.
thank you.
All right, take her out.
You know, Ben, I never thought I'd be watching a stage go west while I was waiting for one to go east.
You can still go west, Naomi. We can make a place for you in the circus.
Thanks again, Ben. And if you're a sample of what circus people are like, well, they're the finest in the world. But it'd just be looking for greener hills, and I've had my share of that. For me, they're getting harder to climb and easier to fall down. You know, in my part of Ohio, there isn't a single hill for miles and miles. Goodbye, Ben.
All right, take her out.
If it isn't Prince Charming.
In person.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Tell me. Yeah, what happened?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, come on, Ben.
Well, then again, everything.
Now, look here, fella. Now, listen, you can't leave me hanging. You can't leave me hanging here by my thumbs. Ben!